All right. Optimistic and fingers crossed. We've got all the live streams going. Let me make sure. Great. Excellent. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year's. As you can see in the top left, we've got a new challenge. Got a new challenge. We are in a Kayn matchup with an Ocean Dragon first. Gangplank mid versus Nico. We win the 1v1 against Kayn. I'm really unsure how the Nico Gangplank matchup goes. That's going to be a new one. Hello, what is going on? Good morning. Afternoon, technically. What's up, Sato? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's. I am a little sick, if you can't tell by the low energy. Very sick. Yesterday was our anniversary, and combined with New Year's, went a little too hard in the paint, so body is all sorts of recovering. And I truly just am sick. I had like cold sweats all night. Super annoying. Super annoying. Alright, let me think about this. I'm against a Kayn. My Singed already has to teleport back. Kayn should be clearing up to his top side right now, right? What I would do if I was him. Great. All right. I don't know where the Kayn's moving to. Hope you get well soon. Challengers waiting. You and me both. Yeah, feeling super, super funky. All right, let's go fight a Kayn for a crab. What do you say?
First blood. An ally has
Who
been
just
slain.
died? Gangplank
An ally has
Nico.
been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Right. I am more than happy to just follow this guy around. Pretty funny. This guy is super duper low. Not too worried about that. I think what we'll do instead here.
My shell has this little dent in the shape of your face.
What's up, J-Watt? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's. Thank you for the prime time. Hope things are going well with you. I was actually just thinking about you last night. But hope you're doing well, and thank you for the prime time. Mid's looking super gankable too here.
An ally has been slain.
Close. Pretty good or W there from the Singed, honestly. I respect it. Alright, so since Kayn cleared the top, I'm going to use this moment. I can either go back to base or stay on the map. Dang, that damage is kind of insane. I gotta be really respectful of the Yone situation. It is kind of hilarious to me seeing the Kayn try and follow me around the map here.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I could have flashed that. I didn't think it was just going to kill me like that. Warm-up game for sure. Pretty bad death there all around. My Nico moving bot there is kind of tricky. I didn't know where to move or what to do in that situation. Kind of panicked for a second.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, Nico is sus. Beyond sus.
Killing spree.
Alright, we're going to keep going into points and Q. This game, we've got too much magic damage, I think, for me to go AP tank. So we're going to go AD. Bot lane is quite tricky for me to gank his Tiger Udyr. Cool. Ocean Dragon should help out Singed so much in that matchup. Cool.
An ally has been slain. You have slain.
As long as we know where the Kayn is, that's a pretty free gank. I can look to move top. Let's see if we can kill him here. Looks like no. So we'll just go into the Rift Grubs instead. Ocean Dragon, best early dragon. It's super, super good in the right lanes. You just really got to catch laners that can sustain and know how to play with and around it.
An ally has been slain.
I really should have done his camps before doing the grubs, I think. Kayn is still bot here. Should be pretty free for me to go into this. Nico's R is up, so I could go for the gank on mid too. She doesn't have mana though, and she's like half HP. Great. That takes away a lot of Kayn movement. Bet you we could catch the gangplank here. Cool. There's the... We just have way too many people here, so what I'm going to do is try and kite this thing away from the Kayn. It's pretty annoying that Kayn's already got the red transform, but it's kind of my fault because I died to him so early. Pretty annoying, but I don't see how we turn this around. We need more DPS. We've got all like crowd control burst.
Enemy double kill.
Pretty frustrating, again, seeing all that play out, but Red Kayn is super annoying for me right now. I really need to get the upgrade to Stride Breaker here. Alright. Let me think about how to win this one here. Poppy has all the freaking gold, which is actually really, really bad. Nico's got great engage, but doesn't really bring anything from like a true carry standpoint.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage. An ally has been slain.
I don't think I get there in time. Plus, there's a Kayn moving into his Raptors. You see him over there? Kayn's moving back to top side. I think I was autoing a minion there. 90% sure. This is a warm-up game indeed. The first death was really bad, and then I was autoing a minion. So, 2 for 2 there.
Shut down.
Poppy gets the shutdown, which is hilarious. Cool. I only need to get 2 of these to make it happen.
Shut down. You have been slain.
Janna W finishes me off.
An ally has been slain.
On the bright side, we'll have Stride Breaker for the next fight. This is a brutal start to this game, but at least we got 4 out of 6. He only gets 2 out of 6. Dragon's still alive. Very frustrating. I'm not playing very well. You can tell. I'm a little sick, like I said, so bear with me. We have not... Last night I slept like 13 hours and was just cold sweats through all of it. So it's not been fun from that standpoint. Not worried about that from a league sense. I just got to start playing better, obviously.
An enemy has been
Great
slain.
job, Jinx. Just solo killed the brand. I assume Kayn took all of my top side after doing the grubs. That's what I would have done if I was him. Which is why I am now trying to get Dragon as fast as I can. Instead of taking his camps with the Janna there. Great. We got Jinx on a killing spree, which is really, really good. Looks like he's there, so he probably did my full topside into Rift Herald there. He wants to either reset or do his topside, which I don't think he's done yet.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Cool. That's a brand. Nice, she lives. Really, really good. All right. Well, that was a 10 out of 10 fight for everybody involved. I didn't get any kills, but we racked up. Not only we got rid of their Rift Herald, But we managed to get mid-turret at the same time. We caught them without spending gold. I was able to go get his raptors at the same time. Really, really good there. My top side should be coming up here soon. Give or take the next 20 seconds if he did the Rift Herald in that order. Like I think he did, which is my top side in a Rift Herald. Hey, Willie, I'm new to League and like Udyr and lolWillieP. Do you think tank build is best? Happy New Year to all you and your family. You too, man. I really appreciate that, Kachi. Happy 2025 to everybody. It's day 1 of the stream for me. Yesterday is also my anniversary with Nora, so I just took the whole day off. In low elo, I would probably say Tiger Udyr is your best bet. Like, literally just get a hull breaker and walk around and hit turrets. It's kind of hilarious how effective it is. Great. I really like Tiger Udyr in low elo. But it all just depends on what you're going for. Let me think about what to build here. I think it's going to be armor boots.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Really like armor boots. Anti-healing's pretty good here. Nice. Kind of crazy seeing them legitimately chase a Singed right now. Very funny.
An enemy has been slain.
There's 3 topside, 1 dead, 1 mid. Who does that leave alive? Gangplank? I don't have flash. That's so sad.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
All right. In terms of what we're building next, Serpent's Fang is actually pretty good here. Unending Despair on the Gangplank. That is troll. I might just do Serpent's Fang. It's a cheap item spike. It'll help me fix a lot. Kayn is determined to just power farm his way into a loss. Which is fine by me. He keeps running into my jungle to try and take camps, and obviously he's getting a lot of camps. Just the funny part to me is, like, it's always a net wash because I'm coming out equal or ahead on the trades every single time. That's so annoying for so many reasons, but whatever.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has
As long as Jinx stays alive, that's the important part.
An enemy has been slain.
The only thing I do different next time is I kite a little bit more towards the Jinx, but very frustrating there. Very frustrating.
Enemy double kill.
Pinchered between a brand and a fucking red Kayn is Udyr. Feels terrible. Excellent. Not to mention the Janna ult over here, so like Really just 0 out of 10 fight there for an Udyr. We'll be alright, though.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Nice, I got a full clear. Holy cow. It's the first time that's happened in a long time. I think I need, like I said, Mortal Reminder should probably be third here. I think Serpent's Fang, Mortal Reminder, because now he's got Randuin's. Pretty frustrating there. Cool. I see Singe got stuck on Kayn duty, which is hilarious. Nice. Alright, well that went well. Like I said, with Singed on Kayn duty and me not on Kayn duty feels so much better. It is so, like, the deal with Kayn. Kayn is meant to essentially bully other frontline, Red Kayn at least. And so, like, all you have to do is just deal with the fact that he's super good against you for the mid game. Jana, I know it's fun to poke the Udyr. Oh no. Alright, we got it. That's all that matters. Holy cow.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Alright, that was super annoying. Arcane buff activate. Jinx is, as a champion, but obviously this game, but as a champion, very, very strong right now. This is a warm-up game beyond belief. A lot of really silly mistakes this game. Shouldn't have studded in that barrel. My first death was really bad. We also had a Kayn fight that was really bad. I'm also sick. It feels like the world is moving almost in slow motion. I don't know if that makes sense. Have you ever been sick and it feels like your brain just processes things at like half the speed it normally does, but the world is actually just, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Like, I don't feel any distorted time or anything like that. Jinx is getting a Mortal Reminder. Nice. I could get Kim Punk Chainsword and a Black Cleaver. How much physical damage do we have? Not enough, honestly. Ow. Good Jinx rocket, honestly. A lot of damage. I'm waiting for the Kayn knockup more than anything.
Has been slain. Shut down.
Cool. Wow! What a game to be a part of. Alright, they get 2 Cloud Dragons, which is annoying. Jinx has got a Mortal Reminder. I could have flash stunned the Yone, which probably keeps her alive, but honestly, I just don't think she had it in here. Honestly, let's try this. Chimpunk Chainsword does look like a very good item right now. A lot of really good stats on it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nice. I gotta admit, this tank Gangplank build is pretty funny. He's got a Fimbulwinter, Unending Despair, and a Sterex. Further reason to build a Serpent's Fang. Normally, Gangplank doesn't have shields, but this guy just went all the shields.
Shut down. Enemy double kill.
I can't really do anything about that situation. It's just frustrating. You can try and flash, but I really don't know where to flash or why, because it's a Kayn Yone that can just keep going. Yone is so bad and still a threat. It's kind of how it goes. I was playing with Tempest the other day, and literally I had this thought. I didn't say it or anything, but I had this thought where I was like, I don't respect a single Yone player on planet Earth. They could be rank 1, and if they're a Yone player, I still don't respect them. And you can be like, Willie, that's whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I just don't. Cool. That actually recovered something quickly. Good job, Nico. Serpent's Fang. I think I'm going to do it like this. Because I've got a fed Jinx, I want to get Black Cleaver, which is Team Shred. Yeah, Nico does a lot of damage, but we just got to play it smarter and better, I suppose. W or R? W or R? We'll do W. Nice, I'm level 16. They're crazy for starting this. Jinx just got bodied in the back line there. This is awful for me. Red Kayn is not my preferred Tiger playstyle into, but we just have way too much magic damage. such a dumb game. Triumph is such a good rune. It's really hard to skip Triumph. Wow. Pretty frustrating.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Like, we have such a bad late game comp. Just singed Udyr Poppy. It's just crazy to me that, like,
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
So dumb.
Enemy double kill.
I don't think this Jinx is very good either, which is also half the issue.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
I think with a better Jinx, we could win this here.
Defeat.
Sup, Legend? Happy New Year. You too, man. You too. I'm a little sick. Bear with me. A little bit under the weather here. What's so fascinating to me, too, fascinating is not the right word, but fascinating does work, is how we're building Randuin's armor boots, Unending Despair, and Singed is still doing less damage than me. Like, they're itemizing armor, not magic resist this game. I certainly felt it, trying to beat Tiger Udyr against a Kayn. Tough game. Didn't have much fun playing that one, not gonna lie. Pretty frustrating, too, because I'm just not feeling that well. 2 or 3 of those deaths were avoidable. Warming up, for sure, but I hate dying when I don't need to. My brain is just, ugh. I wish I could describe it. It's like, we just had 3 days of, like, of fun in a row, essentially New Year's Eve, then New Year's Day was our anniversary, so my head feels like a freight train. It's not hungover, though. It's something different. Happy New Year, everybody. You too. Happy New Year's. I'm hoping we start feeling better. Want to start feeling like myself again. All right, if you are tuning in on Where the Climb's at, we still have an off-stream account that's Masters Plus. So the nice thing is I can always say I've ended every season in Masters and above. We were working on 2 accounts, the WilliefknP and then also WilliefknP. The other one's Diamond 3, this one's Diamond 2. Both have, like, low Masters MMR. I was playing a lot of tank. Gonna be honest. I think my issue with tank is I just don't enjoy the playstyle. I say it all the time, but, like, you can't climb on something you don't have fun with. Even back in the day, like, other Udyr players played red smite center Hulk or, like, blue smite center Hulk or green smite center Hulk, I mean. And, like, I was a red smite warrior player. I don't know if I'm serving much of myself here by trying to play and learn tank. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's good at what it does. Yeah, you can just do your thing and constantly, like, let me put it this way. Riot balances Udyr around the tank version because it's the most popular, and so you have to play so clean if you're going to pull it off. That's the truth. You can't miss an awakening. You can't blow your tempo. You need to keep your dark seal stacks. If you do all of those things, it feels so insanely broken. But as a content creator, as whatever, like, my head is not necessarily in the space of, like, focus 100% of the time. And I stream for a long period, so I need to play something that allows me to both carry and have fun. Because, like, last game wasn't fun. Stridebreaker with PTA, bleh. Like, I mainly did it because we had too much AP. And, frankly, we needed a Serpent's Fang really, really badly. It ended up doing a lot of work that game, but it's just so tricky because there's 1,000,001 options on the Udyr. You just got to figure out what you want to play with, you know. I think I'm going to do a little number like this, though. I like the idea of if I'm trying to push into high elo. I like QR max a lot. A pseudo tank AP build. You can do that. It's just not my preferred. There's been builds with Conqueror, Leandre's Riftmaker, all that for a long time. For me, not so much. I just can't help but think there's better options out there, you know? Let me think about this. Let's try it like this. All right. Playing a little hybrid Udyr. It's always my preferred. Kayn matchup is tricky. I'm glad we're getting a couple back-to-back like this. Kayn is definitely not one of my preferred champions to play against. He's just fucking annoying. There's no other words about it. Like, it's not that Kayn is broken or strong or, like, Udyr loses it. It's just Kayn is annoying. Like, I don't know what it is with Kayn players, but they just do weird shit. Like, they'll constantly invade you. They'll constantly, like, try and mind game you. They'll just, like, over-prioritize farm 90% of the time, so it just feels like you're falling behind in farm every time you do something. It's extremely frustrating from that sense. Kayn matchup is definitely Udyr favored, I would say. Though, if you play it correctly, you definitely just win. Doesn't matter what your rune setup is. What I do know, though, is last game kind of reminds you, Kayn is a stat stick champ. If you don't have a good team comp to deal with a Kayn, it's very hard as Udyr to play the game, just because you have to be the front line. Is it another good game to be a
30
Kayn
seconds
player
until
in?
minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Weird. I could have waited a second or two. Let's see where he moves. Looks like he's coming back up there. Think he attracts edgelords that do shit kind of like Yasuo. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Kayn players just are so beyond annoying. Never like playing against them. And it's literally just the players and the personality types. It's, once again, not about the champion. They just don't play like normal human beings. It's kind of like, I feel like good Skarner or Zac players are kind of the same way. Like, they don't actually farm. They just walk around and spam gank. And a lot of the time it ends up working out. I could have gone bot here. That's a really tough call. Seraphine's so low on health, and I don't think we've got much kill pressure yet. We don't even have an ignite down in bot lane. They do. I think we skip it there. They're going to know, because of that early ward that Kayn put down, that I am clearing the top side. A really good spell block on our stun like that. Kayn doesn't have the best ganks. Kind of like Udyr. Cool. I was hovering there the E flash, but obviously that just didn't end up panning out. Kayn is moving back up to Krugs are respawning. I guess that means he did a red Krug start. I always forget that Kayn does Krug stupid fast because he can get over the wall like that.
An ally has been slain.
Not good there. Surprised Kayn didn't go for the Raptor start. Always in this scenario, you want to use your W before backing. If any of those little guys end up hitting you, it will be no harm, no foul. All right. I mean, Kayn players need to stack their orbs, so they have to be aggressive. True. I mean, like, part of it comes with how they play it. Other part of it just comes from the personality. You know. No flash mid. Really makes me want to go back mid here. 18 seconds on the grubs. Good job, mid lane. I can go ahead and use one smite charge. Since I've got 2 smite charges, I kind of want to get it on cooldown, and I don't think Kane's going to go for this. I'm going to hold on to Awakening since a crab's coming up, and then we'll kite down to bot side. Oh, no! Wow! Renata Glass has got to be one of the most useless champions in all of League of Legends. You know? Truly just brings nothing to the table. Kane needs to reset and run up to his Krugs. That's where he wants to move. Since he wants to move there, I'm going to try and do a dragon with that information. I also have a very strong mid laner. I'm going to use the 1 potion here. We'll kite away from there. And then down towards here. And we're good to go. And at this point, I can kind of clear wherever I want to. I'd like to start moving back towards bot lane, I think. Nice, we were able to clip the ward there. So what I'm going to do here is actually skip these 2 camps, move up to my bot side, and set up a full clear to bot here. This Kayn is super duper chill. Hilarious. Yeah, that's a Shin ult plus a Malzahar ult. Really, really tough. I shouldn't have been there.
You have been slain.
That is super unfortunate. I thought Kayn used his R earlier. Both the fight and the death really bad. Sad that he didn't use his ult earlier, but my fault. Kane's on crab right now. I just got hit by a Jinx rocket, so they're actually going to know where I am, which is quite funny. Don't have prio. Bot prio, look at the mini-map here. We got to wait for our bot lane to get back. I do have phase rush. Kayn just transformed, which means he's in base. There's the Kayn.
Enemy killing spree.
I could go take his wolves. His top side are coming up. I need to wait for the Irelia to get back on the map, I think. Malzahar also pushes insanely fast, and she doesn't have teleport, so this is a free minion wave if I want it.
Enemy rampage.
Shin ults bot. Ha.
Enemy double kill.
This is actually insane.
An ally has been slain.
There's the Kayn moving over to bot side. Let me think about this. 30 seconds on Dragon.
Enemy killing spree.
This is so weird.
Enemy killing spree.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Wow. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is just a weird game to be a part of.
An enemy is unstoppable. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Cool. At least we're getting kills out of it. Item spikes good here too. I don't really know what I want in terms of
Turret
boots.
plating will soon fall.
I'll lean towards Merc Treads, but pretty frustrating game. Series of unfortunate events. Some of them are my fault, though. Shin's ulting top.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
We got bot tower. Bot lane did win pretty hard, actually. Mid was winning originally, and then I baited her into a bad fight, and she's done nothing but die since, which is hilarious. She's also against a pretty hard team comp. Singed is losing hard, so we've got kind of an even lane with the Irelia situation, I would say. Losing lane and a winning lane.
An ally has been slain.
I don't know the status of the enemy ward. This could be warded, as far as I'm concerned.
been slain.
Pretty frustrating.
Ally has been slain.
We could have killed Kane because I still had my lightning Q ready there.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy double
And
kill.
we die. Sweet. I think I might just try Zeke's Convergence next. It's a very cheap item spike, and I've had a theory that in a game state like this, it actually would be quite good.
Enemy rampage. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Pretty good
An enemy has been slain.
Seraphine ult there. Shin ult.
Shut down.
Nice. Rough start to this game, but frankly, my first death again. We know why we died. Feels like I've been on vacation for like 3 weeks, although I know I only took a couple days off or whatever. Couldn't get on the right target there because of the Shin taunt. Good singed flip. He might actually catch him here. I don't have any way of stopping that, brother. Oh my lord, this is cancer. Wonder if I get Deadmans against this team, honestly. The Rylai's from the Malzahar is just putting in so much work against me. It's kind of crazy.
Enemy double kill.
Fun, fun, fun. I do think dying for that dragon is fine, though. As long as they don't get Baron as well off of it, we should be okay. So Zeke Convergence is a very good cheap item. It gives you resistances of both types. A lot of Hecarim players were building it there for a second. It's nothing insane, but it is really, really good at just giving you some baseline survivability, which is all you can really ask for. I I'm not expecting to ever be crazy useful against this team. I am expecting just to get some survivability in here. As you can see, it gives armor and magic resist. If you look at it combined with my base armor and base magic resist, we're actually kind of tanky, which is nice. Nothing crazy again, but tanky enough not to get exploded. And it's a super duper cheap item. Kayn goes bot. I don't know if we've got the DPS to do this. Big shutdown. Can't miss those, buddy. Great. Kayn literally just lost them the game by going bot. Their team kind of panic engaged with the Malzahar, and we just end up turning it, getting a dragon and a Baron back to back, and that should win the game, hopefully. Hopefully. I know, really good Seraphine ult. That flash ult she just had, really, really good. Might do lolWillieP against this team comp, honestly. You can do this if you want. Sorry you couldn't get your gold there. I got good news and bad news. Raptors is not worth 100 gold either way, so you couldn't have gotten there even if I did give it to you. Alright, lolWillieP it is. This is considered a pretty troll item on hybrid. I tend to prefer the Riftmaker, but I think it's just going to be really good because of the way this Kayn keeps fighting, the burn effect will be very high value. It's not the end of the world. He'll be alive before the dragon. It's just so much damage. Aurelia is teleporting back, which is great, but Singe dies again. She got the one.
Double kill.
Great, I think we just get this dragon then. Oh, nice. She ended up chasing and found another. Holy cow. She just killed 3 people. Great job, Ooga Booga Aurelia player. I'm just going to go down mid here.
An enemy has been slain.
Need to wait for the minion wave.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down. Your team has destroyed
Great.
a turret.
That should put a pretty big dent in what's his face, Kane. Just need to get the Q rotation off and it'll die here. Really nice. Great. I could have Awakened that, but I don't know who's around the corner. Get that. Get that. I want Riftmaker for sure on this build, otherwise you don't have sustain outside of your W. What's with that support item? What, Zeke's? This isn't necessarily a support item. There's a ton of Hecarim players build this item. A lot of frontline will build this item. It is just super, super good for getting you. It's like Jack's Show. It gives you just enough resistances. It also has ability haste on it. It's 2,200 gold instead of whatever. It may be classified as support in the item shop, but it's just a tank item. Super, super cheap tank item. And I built it because in the mid game I was really struggling. Nice. Should have smited.
Shut down.
Great. Should be game there. Seraphine kind of won this game. Crazy good peel from her.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I may just skip the auto attack thing against Kane because it doesn't ever seem to work out. GG. Nice. Just the cheaper version of Jack's Show, to be honest, and you don't need the slow. I would argue the slow is really nice because there are moments where you're lightning queuing to open a fight and you want to turn on R, but you just don't have the cooldown to do it. Again, it's just a 2,200 gold, 25 armor, 25 health, 10 ability haste, 300. Like, look at the stats this thing gives for 2,200 gold. That is bonkers, if you're asking me. I mean, each point of ability haste is worth, so there's 500 gold worth of ability haste, 800 gold worth of armor or health. Get probably 500 gold worth of armor, 500 gold worth of magic resist. Like, it's super, super nice. Or 400 gold, I think. I can't remember because I swapped it. But it's just a stat stick item. You get it when you need to get tanky. You also want an item spike quick. Because, obviously, you can't get all those stats on most items. You can't get armor and magic resist and cooldown and health on the same item. Like, Jack's Show is the only thing that's close. And it's more expensive, and Jack's Show is only 45 armor and 45 magic resist, and then it amps up your resistances later on. You can build Jack's Show 4th item or 5th item on this build, and, like, it works really, really well. But it was just a placeholder build because Kane is really, really annoying, as I'm learning, for Udyr. I usually don't play against Kane. Playing it, is it the same guy? No, 2 different Kane players. What is the deal with the Kane players today? That's funny. Kane must be popular. I was looking, Kane does have a pretty high win rate right now. Struggling as DPS on the AP tank Udyr. Seems like we don't have any DPS these days. You need to do Leandries into usually Riftmaker, or you need to do a Mejai's. If you only have Leandries, you don't do enough damage. You really need to pick up a Mejai's. It's like required, is kind of what last week taught me. This skin doesn't age, honestly. It's so nice. It is so nice. Hello, YouTube live stream. I had some games with AP Udyr today. Unreal how much it catches people off guard. It's really, really good. When I was watching some gameplay before the stream, like, full AP Udyr feels as if you need to be textbook perfect with your timing. Otherwise, you cannot play it. Like, in the moments where you just use your awakening correctly, it seems like you almost always just win, right? Full AP Udyr, though, it's so hard to navigate correctly, and especially in this crowd control meta, it is not fun. It just isn't. So, by the way, we've got a new video coming out. If you guys are my YouTube audience, but also just my Twitch audience, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, go do that. We have That's right. Look at this janky-ass Graves PNG I found. But we listed out 100 ideas for videos. So what I did yesterday, part of our anniversary, we always vision board, but on New Year's Day, I listed out 100 video ideas that I'm going to do for YouTube, 100 high-quality video ideas that I would be excited to click on if I was an Udyr player. And they're all going to be intentional, but 45 or so of those 100 videos are going to be matchup guides, meaning pretty much once a week you can expect to see matchup guides for every single jungle matchup out there. I'm going to start with Graves because he's really popular right now, and then we'll just go down in terms of popularity. Viego might be next. Might do Kayn next because I'm seeing a lot of Kayn. But we're going to talk about 10 minutes or less usually is going to be the video. And then I've got just visuals. So the first thing I do is I've got a quick recap where I'll touch on like kind of how to think about it. And then also we'll do recommended runes and then items that Graves really doesn't like seeing on the enemy team. And then I'll talk about why in that video. So the idea is you'll have a 10-minute video for each matchup guide. At the end of 2025, you'll be able to go back and click on any jungle matchup. So let's say you're against Udyr versus Ivern, and you're like, how the fuck do you play the Udyr versus Ivern? I'm going to have a 10-minute video out there by the end of 2025 where not only are you going to know the runes and the build that I tend to prefer, but also kind of how to path into them. I touch on, like I said, recap, runes and items, and then pathing and how to play into them. And then kind of throughout the video, I'm constantly giving tips and tricks. So should be really, really good. Hey, Willie, looking forward to today's stream. Udyr versus Ivern equals FF15. Correct. I'm looking forward to today's stream, too. I have been a little sick yesterday. Yesterday was also my anniversary, so I didn't really play any league yesterday, so I'm excited to play today. I'm sick, like I said. We're going to do a fun new challenge called No Haircut Until Challenger, and I'm just going to spike my hair up like this, and eventually it's going to be long and long and long and long and long. It's going to be great. Eventually it's probably going to start draping down. We'll see. But we're going to do No Haircut Until Challenger. Season reset, I think, is next week, so we've got that to look forward to as well. Been practicing a lot of tank Udyr, really getting that under my belt, and kind of just playing to have some LP now. We're going to try and do a dry January, so sober dober, 100% sober. Around the holidays and close to New Year's, I was doing some smoking again because it's the holidays and I always like doing that. But we're going to try and do sober dober, 2 videos a week. The other videos that you guys can expect, let me take a look at Unknown Voice. So of the 100 videos, things you can expect would be like, you know, some generic stuff like AD Udyr guide, AP Udyr guide, tank Udyr guide, hybrid Udyr guide, Udyr top lane guide, Udyr mid lane guide. That's just the standard, but we're also going to get Udyr specific videos. So awakenings, how to choose, and patience. Internal cooldowns, runes deep dive, pathing deep dive, 10 tips and tricks, unique item interactions, clearing guide, full AP spacing, awaken W importance, dark seal and Mejai's. And then we're going to have a jungle category where we go through jungle videos. So it'll be cross mapping, vertical jungling, grubs or dragons, neutral objective timing and when to start them, 6 camp, 8 camp, and 9 camp clears, map control to snowball, stalling, losing games, comeback experience and how it works, a move, the rule of 3-2-1, how to dodge better, meaning like in the game, how to like actually position and make it easier to dodge skill shots, win conditions, lane ganking, when to do the gold value versus 3-2-1 rule of jungling. In other words, just kind of a tempo video. Then I've got 45 champions I'm going to have to make matchup guides for. Then we've got team comp trivia ×3. Will be just a quick YouTube video. 100 rapid fire facts about Udyr and my life. Champions that counter Udyr, champions that are similar to Udyr. Items that are OP on Udyr, champions that Udyr hard counters. Level 4 junglers that Udyr beat, how to defend from invades as Udyr, old Udyr or new Udyr, when to pick hybrid Udyr, when to pick full AP Udyr, when to pick AD Udyr, Zonias and the utility tech it brings to Udyr, Serpent's Fang and the utility tech, full AP gameplay, full hybrid gameplay, full Tiger gameplay, full tank gameplay, full crit Udyr gameplay, because everybody wants to see that, full lethality Udyr gameplay, phase rush or conqueror, how to do a 5 minute and 29-second dragon, mountain dragon with Udyr, and then Hail of Blades Udyr is another question I get a lot. So those are rapid fire 100 videos that you can expect to see on my YouTube. I'm literally just going to pick 2 from a hat. One of them is going to be a matchup guide usually. The other one's going to be another one. And we are going to make each of those. So that is what we'll do. Willie, have you have to give the people a game of Moab Udyr, what, with the Hull Breaker thing? I don't know how to do it. You just take Hull Breaker, demolish, and get grubs and hit turrets? I've got a video on my YouTube like 3 months ago talking about where I got an inhibitor turret at 15 minutes. So, like, there's new words for it. There's good branding for it. But if we're talking about split push, like rush a Hull Breaker and get grub stacks, been there, done that. We could do it, but been there, done that.
May you die with your eyes closed.
Will you do a perfect clear video? Yes. So I'm going to do an Udyr deep dive into pathing where I talk about literally, I did one last year, but Udyr's been changed. We're going to go through again. I'll do a 3-minute video clip of me just clearing normally, and then we'll do like 5 minutes on the back end of the video, so an 8-minute total video where we actually go by auto attack, and I pause the video and explain what we're doing and why. That is the idea, at least. So, a lot of good YouTube content. The idea, and I'm trying to put myself in your guys' shoes, if I know WilliefknP is a high elo Udyr player, what are the type of videos that I would want to see from a high elo Udyr player? Which is why all those videos are going to be jungle themed, Udyr themed, matchup themed. I'm going to get like a good library of content, because the nice thing is next year we're going to have, hopefully by this time next year, the stream will be large enough to where we can continue doing it full time. I got to make a shot call essentially by the end of this year, whether or not we're going to keep going. But by the end of this first year, I want you guys to have full matchup guides out there. And if it doesn't work out, I want there to be a good library of content to where I can still build an audience if I do have to go get a day job or something like that. We shall see. We shall see. My game knowledge ability to take control of games is already night and day compared to before coming across you on YouTube. Looking forward to all the videos you got planned. Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. It's always, you know, as a streamer, it's easy to get in your own head. Forget that what you're doing is a good thing at the end of the day. It's not about me. It's not about my rank. It's about the community we're building and the knowledge. You know, like when I was growing up or whatever, when I was learning League, I feel a lot of the times you get bullied instead of helped in this community. It's just the facts of it. People, I remember, like, my friend group were like, oh my god, you're a fucking gold, you're a fucking plat, whatever the rank was, and like that's not the, ooh, full AP would work very well here, actually. Set him with a little full AP Udyr. Why is this a full AP game? They have an immobile ADC, and a mobile mid, and a mobile jungle, and then a mobile top. It has everything to do with their ability to kill me. If we also look, I've got a cast in mid who hyper skills. So I'm not really interested in doing anything crazy. Early game, we'll try to, of course, but this is a textbook full AP Udyr game. Did you figure out a way to put Zeke's Convergence in the hybrid build? So, Zeke's Convergence, kind of like somebody was saying in the Twitch chat, it is not, it really is not that good as a damage item. It also slows down your clear speed, which sucks. Outside of that, though, it is very, very good as like a budget Jack Show because it gives you armor, magic resist, health, and cooldown, and it's 2,200 gold. I think it's great in games like last game where you're really far behind and you can't really afford to go Riftmaker second, and you kind of just need a placeholder armor item and a magic resist item while you hopefully build a Riftmaker or Leandri's third. That's where I found the most success with it. I don't think it's a build every game. I think if you're winning, you do Shojin, Riftmaker, Jack Show. That is your win / win more build. I think Zeke's is kind of a plug-and-play item depending on where the game state is. Now, the nice thing is with hybrid Udyr specifically, a lot of the times you will bear stun somebody and then go into lightning Q. Zeke's allows your R to kick in immediately, even though you go into R afterwards. It just gives you extra sticking power is what I found, so I'm a big fan of it. I'm just obviously a lot of options on the hybrid Udyr. Zeke's is kind of redundant in the same way that Leandri's or not Leandri's, Rylai's is on Udyr. You've already got a slow built into your kit. I just think it does a decent job of, once again, stat stick item. Cheap stat stick item. Does what it needs to. Yeah, what's up, Demovia? How you doing, sir? Hope everybody is doing well. Happy New Year's. For most of us, everybody's back in the office. Grubs are pretty decent. Dragons are fine too.
Minions have spawned.
I don't think Karthus would invade, but you never know. Most Karthus players start blue and then clear to top. I'm just going to do a Raptor start, standard Raptor start here, and just meet him topside. If he starts red and clears down to bot, then that's even better for me because I've got a nice 8 camp while he does a 6 camp. Looks like there is a super late ward on my blue buff there by Cho'Gath. So they'll know where I'm starting, which is bot side. Again, I'm going to assume Karthus started on his blue unless I see him. Rare to see a Karthus not start blue. Karthus is all about fast clear speed, and blue buff helps him get that agenda, and it's the mana regen because he's spamming his Q. That's another huge advantage of Udyr, now that I think about it, is you don't actually need a blue buff to get around the map. I mean, it's nice, but you, once again, literally do not need it for your mana regen, that is. I feel like Karthus, you need it. I'm going to hold on to Smite. Again, I'm trying to meet Karthus topside, so I want to see where he is right now. See if we can catch him going into this gank. There he is. Kill Cho'Gath first in this fight because it's a Karthus passive. If you're wondering again why I chose to flash on Cho'Gath, even though he wasn't really isolated, it is because Karth is passive. You cannot kill Karthus first. It's same with Scion in 2v2s. Do not kill Scion first.
An ally has been slain.
I don't think I can go for bot crab with the enemy support there. Karthus is now going to move back to here. And then most likely full clear back up. Oops. I think I went a little too early. I did. No problem. I'm going to hold off on pink wards. Full AP, you really want to get that item spike. It's also why I'm not building Dark Sealer boots here. Karthus should be on his Raptors right now. Cool.
You have slain an enemy.
I'm going to help him crash just because Caston really struggles with clear speed. And then let me go run to top because we know Karthus cleared the top. Karthus did a grub in the time that I was ganking. No problem. If I go top, it's going to expose my bot side. Nico is top lane there. Sorry, buddy. No flash on Karthus.
Has been slain.
Good job, Karthus. Kind of a crazy map state with that Nico roam to top like that. He's roamed to mid twice as well. Alright, I need 300 gold to get my item. I think the correct play is just go farm topside since it's guaranteed gold. Why does not have flash? Nico is topside again. I think with Nico topside, we can either go dive bot. Alright, since that's off the table. Should be a pretty free dragon if I want it here. God, I'm so close to item. Cool. Just getting him a fast reset in. I actually have to be careful with that blast cone. If Karthus is here, I could die. Alright, now that I've got item spike, I really need to go back and cash in. It's hilarious seeing this Nico just completely give up on her ADC. When should I reset is the question.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I think I do Raptors, that, and then we reset in the river.
An enemy has been slain.
Could have done crab first. All right. I am in a great, great spot. W or Emax second? Let's do Emax second on full AP Udyr. I know the Nico, it's done a lot for us. I'm actually fine with her staying topside like she has been. Oh no.
An enemy has been slain.
Cool.
Killing spree.
I should have flashed on him earlier because it would have stopped the Karthus ult from coming through, but oh well. He stepped into that bush and channeled his ult if you missed it. So janky. Alright, we got a minute on the dragon. I've got a nice 30 seconds to do both topside camps, get top crab, and then probably reset and move on down. All right. The build that has honestly been serving me super, super well, if you guys are wondering, like, what is the updated AP build? Malignant Signet. I think in this meta, fights are so long that you really get the value of all the extra cooldown. I could move up to her jungle, his jungle. I think I will.
Turret plating will soon fall. Rampage.
Cool.
Shut down.
Listen, the more immobile the enemy team is, the better full AP is. It really is. It's funny, by not going to Red and Krugs, I got 300 gold and 2 camps away from Karthus. Crazy how, like, those small decisions don't seem like they matter, but they really do.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Now I think I do this to this, up to that. And I don't have any sympathy for young players. Sucks that he is in a 1v2 lane, but he had such a big early lead with that kill that... Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Cry me a river. You're playing Yone. You know?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
If there is a champion that should be able to 1v whatever, 1v2, 1v3, it would be Yone. Because he can just dash in with his W, chop the minion wave, and off to the races he goes. Did not mean to awaken R. Whoops. Nice. Good surrender. Move on quick. GG. GG. Might be the first time I've won with a Cassidon on my team ever. Alright, as you guys see, this account was through the ringer. Fell down to Diamond 2. We are back into Diamond 1. Got to keep going. Gonna wait 5-10 minutes here. Just to get in game. That's called the Udyr rotation right there. We played Tiger to start the stream, Hybrid second game, and full AP third game. Jack of all Udyr. Kind of sad to see Jungle about to switch up. I've just started to pop off in Jungle this season compared to previous years. Here's the good news, is Jungle's universal. I stopped streaming in late 2019, came back in 2022, and then really hit the ground running in May of this year. I got to Masters in 10 days. Things will change, but the work that you've put in and the skills you've developed are literally transferable to any season. They are. You'll be fine. There's always, like, moments where you feel like, shit, they're about to change XYZ. People thought that it was going to be the death of Udyr, the Liandry's changes, but people are still playing Liandry's tank and challenger right now, you know? Can you play Udyr top? I'll put it as my secondary. I'm not a huge fan of Udyr top lane. It's kind of a super tank build, but if you do Fimble Winter with Unending Despair, you are actually quite survivable. Nice start for the day. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely better than being the other way around. I'll be right back. Probably for the best we missed that. Probably for the best. Steamrolled that one. That one was a good team. Usually the easier the wins, or the quicker the wins, or the less thinking is required. Your teammates are just good. Yon did a great job. The enemy support just left the Kog'Maw alone, which was great because it meant that our top laner, who was already ahead, all we had to do was just show up and make sure he didn't fall behind too much. And then we had a scaling Kassadin. I was playing full AP Udyr, which was hilarious. So I knew I was going to scale super duper well. GG. Sorry, guys. I am, like, sick or something right now. KR Challenger Elise Guide.
Guys, it's Sangat here, and today it's quite a special video because I will be teaching you how to play Elise in her entirety, her combos, and the things you want to be doing on
That's only a 2-in-1 Elise.
champion, and
That's
of course,
nuts.
her secrets. I climbed all the way to Challenger in Korea with this pick, and she's really strong as a support. Why? Because
Elise is one of the best champions. Anybody in Diamond Plus, if you want to learn a champion that can easily push you to Challenger, Elise is S+ tier for high elo, because, like, at low elo, spam ganking may or may not work. At high elo, it is one of the best playstyles because whichever lanes get ahead will just start to snowball. Elise is super solid.
Much more freedom as a support that she does in the jungle. You can make her work in the jungle, of course, but I do firmly believe that her support pick is a lot more insane because of this freedom that I was talking about.
Wow, so he's saying Elise support.
You have access to both your human and spider form straight from level 1. In human form, your auto attacks will be ranged, and you'll be able to store 2 spiderlings. In spider form, however, your attacks are melee with 125 range. You awaken the spiderlings to help you in battle. In spider form, you'll have 25 extra movement speed. Each of your auto attacks will deal bonus magic damage and life regen. Every time you level up your R ability, you'll get more spiders, so you'll be able to store up to 5 spiders. You can do a ranged auto attack that will account as a melee auto attack by cancelling with your R. The difference isn't that noticeable in the early game, but I promise you that it makes a massive difference in the later stages of the game, as you can see here. You can Q in human form, then auto attack cancel with your R.
Woo.
Detail number 2. Let your spiderlings finish your target. First, you need to target a champion with your spider form Q, and that will aggro all your spiderlings onto that.
I feel like next season full AP Udyr will die out because next season is about strong early game, so maybe there will be a new build that Udyr becomes really strong with early, or a build in general is chosen first item for that Berg. I mean, a lot will change with the new season, but what I will say is that I think AP tank, while it will always be viable and good, I'm just excited to try kind of more my, like, phase rush in the river with water walking build next split. We'll just see how it performs. I don't really know. But what I can tell you is that as the games continue to get longer, tank is a 2 to 3 item build, and then at 4th and 5th items, you tend to fall off because they build armor pin, anti-heal, and oh fuck, someone gets a Serpent's Fang and you lose all your survivability that you've been working so hard to get. Whereas damage forms of Udyr scale better, and if we have a new neutral objective like that, I think it will be nothing but good news for the way that I play Udyr.
May you die with your eyes closed.
failure.
I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't appreciate people that come into lobby saying XYZ. I'm like, shut up. All right, Yi Hella Blades is quite good against Master Yi. Do we need physical damage? You can do press the attack, lethal tempo, or Hella Blades. Hella Blades is King Kong against Yi, though. How do we feel about this here? I feel Hella Blades Tiger is the best against the Yi Gangplank Jinx setup. Gwen, it's also great to be Tiger. Armor Boots are King Kong here. I was going to say is, what do I want in terms of core items as Tiger, though? Could go Hubris. While it is an option, I think that would leave me too squishy. I'm going to lack the sustain against the Conqueror Gwen. Frozen Art's really good. Death Dance is really good. I can't go both, though, because I need a high health item. Could do Hexplate Shojin. Might be a good game for Hexplate Shojin, honestly.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Chill on the overlay. We're 1 minute in. Sorry.
First love. An enemy has been slain. Minions have spawned. An ally has been slain.
Cool.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Nice.
An enemy has
Huge
been slain.
for the program. All right. What we'll probably do is a wolf start. If he's doing a red start, he's most likely going to do a red Krugs. Master Yi's first clear is quite slow. You do beat him in the 1v1 as well. So I think with all that being said, let's move over here. Pretty nuts how much gold we just got off all that. Since I know that Yi has a slow first clear, and I know that I beat him in this 1v1, and you see how quickly I take Blue Grump, I think this is just the best clear path this game. It also gets some vision down. Really, really good. And at most, Yi can trade even enemy. He cannot trade more than me. He still hasn't shown on my ward, so I think he took my blue. 20 CS, 12 plus 8 is 20. So he had to have done both blue and Gromp there. His wolves are still alive. I think I go take his wolves since he's going to bot crab. And then we just reset and run straight to our bot side camps. Alright, if we're doing Hexplate Shojin, let's go ahead and get the Phage. Good time for me to gank while I wait for that Gromp to respawn.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice pull, bud.
Killing spree.
Alright. There's my Gromp. We can see Yi moving into his Gromp. I'm going to move straight into Dragon and then just go straight up to my Raptors after.
An ally has been slain.
Master Yi just flashed. I don't know where the Yi went. I think he went back to my Raptors if he didn't go into the Rift Grubs. I'm gonna hold on to Smite. Let's go to the other side of the map now. I don't expect much to be left of my top side. There's the Yi bot. His wolves just came up.
An enemy has been slain.
Pretty annoying that Tom Kinch is there to stop that, but it's fine. I think Jack's just got a solo kill on Gwyn, which is great. $11.50 will be the next item component that we're going for, so I might as well reset after blue here. Great. Ooh, if I had been here for that, that would have been huge. Maybe I should have stayed. He's got oranges and barrels. He also has his ult. Great. If you don't know, Tiger Udyr dumpsters Master Yi.
Has been slain.
I always tell people, they complain to me about this matchup.
Killing spree.
Take 2 shots there. No problem. See where Gangplank is. Still mid. Really, really good. If you don't know, though, Tiger Udyr is extremely good against Master Yi. Extremely. Phoenix Udyr sucks dick against Master Yi because it's just complete opposites, right? AD burst versus sustain AP. Yi wants to just run you over as a tank. As Tiger Udyr, you can not even have isolation damage, and you can just stat check him like that.
An ally has been slain.
I think I'd prefer to start with Grubs. With Crab and Jax having a Triforce and being as strong as he is, we're also red side, so it's really easy for me to get dragons this game. It's not as easy for me to get the top side objectives. So we'll start with the top side objective in a winning game state. I could go invade Master Yi on his top side, but I really need to go back and spin and get my item spike. Armor boots are so good. I'm going to force myself to build them on the next pack. I'm going to get a cloth armor. All those Rift Grub stacks should help them out quite a bit. Nice. Close. And I think after Dragon, I move over and do top crab into my Raptors. Looks like he'll get my Raptors.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down.
Wow, that was a close one. I should have flashed away.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Close one. Almost melted him. He just need a little bit higher health threshold. I need to lead with the bear stun too. It's been a while since I've played against Master Yi. This matchup used to be a lot more popular.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, I did a few things wrong there. It's a fun matchup. Very 1v1 reliant.
Shut down.
Damn. Nice job, buddy.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Turret plating will soon fall.
Armor Boots probably wins that there. I'm trying to think what else wins it. I think the Bear Stun needed to be my first rotation. Again, Master Yi is one I don't see that often. I always forget you really need to get 2 Bear Stun cycles on him. If you can help it. Halo Blades is actually pretty good with, what's it called? Experimental Hexplate, because it allows you to exceed the attack speed limit, right? He is bot, probably smart.
An ally has been slain.
Don't you walk away from this tower.
Your team has destroyed a
I was gonna say, we're in a fine spot here. We just got 2 turrets.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
All right. Much better. Sorry, I had to unplug my thing there. Feel like Hexplate doesn't make you tanky enough? Correct. It's only 450 health, right? That's why you get Shojin to go with it, which is 900 health, because both of those items give 450 health. I'm just going to keep shoving it in top here. We've got a minute before the dragon. This guy.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Alright. There's that guy's splash. Should be GG here.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Man, that level 1 was just devastating for them.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I don't think we can stay in ends. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think we just peel back, get the dragon, go top in the game that way. Feels good having all that ultimate haste cooldown. I'm not used to it. Literally, you get a whole QWR cycle shaved off. Great. All right. Peanut butter and jelly acquired. Oh, that Shojin power spike feels insane. I say it every time I play this build. One is not good without the other. Like, you don't do enough damage with just Shojin. It's Tiger Udyr. You need another 40 attack damage item in there. The triple knockup. That was fun. Nice, GG. Best build, love it. I don't know if it's still the best build. Everybody asks me why I don't play Shojin Hexblade anymore, but like, it's still good. It's still great at what it does. It's just a Tiger build. I'm not playing straight Tiger as much as I used to. It's good for tempo, it's good for dueling, it's good for map control. If you're against a Yi and you're planning on playing full Q-Max Udyr, yeah, bet. You know? Hail of Blades felt really good there. We had 3 Hail of Blades champions, as funny as that was, on our team. Very quick burst felt awesome there. Gwen, what Gwen? Yeah, that Gwen did not look like she was having a good time top lane there. Hello, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. I'm a little sick today. Just bear with me if you can look at my eyes, dude. They look dead inside. It's because I slept 13 hours, and it feels like my body is like a warm coat of skin on a very disgusting piece of trash.
Target. This is more commonly used when you're diving a tower,
so
as you can switch
today.
aggro while still doing damage.
Hydrate. Bet.
You can use the Spiderlings to block any ability. Let the Spiderlings do the tanking for you, whether it's an ability, tower damage, and also objectives. When you transform into your spider form, your Spiderlings won't appear until a second later. Notice how they're transparent? In this state, they can't be used to block an ability. When you're blocking an ability, you have to get into spider form earlier and turn your back to your opponent. Oh, did I mention that your Spiderlings...
Titanic Hydra's really good on Hail of Blades. You can build it, but I didn't really want to do it. Like, I like Titanic Hydra against champions like Zen Zhao that you just need a high health pool against. Kha'Zix, it's not bad against either, but we're trying to watch this Elise guide because I want to reverse engineer.
When you enter a bush. Here, the 5 spiders all grouped up into one, making it harder to dodge a certain ability. Under normal circumstances, your spider will follow a 2 to 3 formation. It's about the size of a champion. However, in the grass, the Spiderlings started walking together, making it harder to block an ability. When you want your Spiderlings to do tanking for you, for example in Herald, to not get a debuff, you have to first aggro your Spiderlings on it, pull away, and then let your Spiderlings tank, so you can quickly take the objective. It's important to understand how the Spiderlings aggro works. They work like minions. As long as you personally don't take aggro with Elise, the tower will not focus you, allowing you to do damage with the Spiderlings and then finish off your target. Elise's Q Neurotoxin is very simple to understand. In human form, she fires the toxin dealing magic damage and max % HP damage, and the spider form, she pounces at her target dealing magic damage and max % HP damage. Both attacks deal more damage the lower HP your target is. There's actually a difference between doing auto attack then Q and Q then auto attack. You actually do more damage with the Q into auto attack combo. In most cases, you do want to do Q into auto attack to proc your Lich Bane, except in situations where you really count. For example, when you want to finish off a target. Remember that you can also redirect your spider with your Q. You just throw the spider, and then you launch at your opponent, and you will see that the spider will automatically launch at your target, making it a burst combo.
I actually did not realize her queuing onto somebody with the spider form summons back the W. That's super interesting.
Let's say you're against Lee Sin and he wants to R you while you're going on him. You can basically cancel your Q with either Zhonya's or Flash, or even with Smite. You can basically smite a target, and your Q will still be available.
Elise would shit on Lee Sin. Now that I think about it, Elise is perfectly designed to counter Lee Sin. More range, can repel. Yeah, that has got to be a super fun matchup for her.
To you afterwards, giving you a free dash. You can use this in fancy combos, or if you really need it for the extra range. Elise summons an exploding spider that hones towards the nearest target. It moves towards the location you specify with your mouse, and without a target, the spider will stay put and explode 3 seconds later. In spider form, if you press W, your spiderlings will gain massive attack speed. The AP ratio on the W is extremely high, a whopping 95% AP ratio AoE ability, and it is a very unique ability in the game. The W will do a ridiculous amount of damage later on in the game with some AP. Let's talk about the hidden mechanic on Elise's W. Elise's W spider has 2 hidden mechanisms. The detection mechanism of Elise's W is fairly outdated, as it attempts to detect a champion every 0.264th of a second. Here, you can see that the second target got hit in the example below, but not in the above one. That's because the detection mechanism is slow and poorly coded. Here, you can see that the spider went a little bit further. And this brings us to the second hidden mechanism. After the spider reaches the target location, it will chase nearby enemies, and during the chase, the spider will also gain additional movement speed. In general, the ability is clunky, but is still fairly powerful. Elise's W is very straightforward. You get passive bonus attack speed, and the active gives you a lot more bonus attack speed. Remember that it doesn't scale with AP, only levels. Do keep in mind that it's very preferable to do damage before using your spider flick.
Water equals health.
Elise's E has a lot of skill expression. Her human form is a long-range stun cocoon, stun duration scaling of...
I love working at the library, but I was so cold and I feel really nauseous.
Oh, you have what I had.
Are you nauseous?
No, that's not a symptom I had, but I didn't have much of an appetite. I'm sure your body just has whatever I had and is responding to it differently.
I should make us lunch. I've been working on my blog. I'm going to take a bath because I'm so cold and I feel so gross.
Great.
And then I'm going to do a job application.
Awesome. I think both of us are just sick. I mean, I was sweating for like 13 hours last night. Your parents!
Points on her E,
Thank
and finally
you for
her
getting
spider
me
form
sick.
is a mini Sonya, making you untargetable for 2 seconds. Repress E to land on a target of your choice.
See,
It's
this
important-
is why I don't put top lane as my backup, because like top lane and jungle are the 2 least popular roles. So if you put top lane as your backup, you get put top lane more than you get put jungle. If I'm playing top lane, I'm going to ban the shit out of Darius.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
I do not tolerate cowardice, he says. I think I'm going to do Ultimate Hunter Cheap Shot. If I'm playing Udyr top, and I'm going to go Fimbulwinter, and I'm going to go Unending Despair. The other really good rune you could go is actually Legend Haste. Technically, it's going to be better, because I'm going to be W-reliant, not ult-reliant. Absorb life. Absorb life plus second wind. God, it's going to be a fun lane. Absorb life is super slept on. Very, you know, whatever compared to Triumph. But I took Absorb life the other day. Very, very good. Moab Udyr. Nah. You got to drop Shield Bash if you're going to go Demolish, and I don't want to do that. Renekton is kind of a counter to Udyr. That looks like Skarner support, Katarina mid, Jarvan jungle, Renekton top. 90% sure. It's going to be a tough one. Femble versus Renekton isn't really good. To my knowledge, can anybody confirm this? If Renekton uses Empowered W, he still has to get through my other shields, right? Call up the meek. So if he Empowered W's, completely destroying damage mitigating shield, and increases the stun. No, I'm not worried about it. I am not worried about it because he can only use the Empowered W once. And so as soon as I see the red bar go away, he can't pop my shield, so I can just time it. I actually think that it'll be fine. If he goes Serpent's Fang, we may have issues, but I think with Duran's shield and all the sustain I've got in my kit, he'll have a very hard time dealing with me. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like there, is it pops just the one shield, so like, and he's using Empowered W, which only really gives him increased, increased whatever. So I think for the Renekton, we are A-okay. It'll be fine to just play Drain Tank.
Minions have spawned.
What does he have? Conquer? Got it. Oops. Oopsies. I didn't do well in those first 2 minion waves. 7 out of 12. Whoops. Looks like he's pathing away from me here.
First blood.
Yeah, so it was starting the 10 death feed train. I can't really go up for that canyon minion. I am really out of mana. The one up, we got a lot of sustain, but we have no mana regen. That's why I'm going the Fimble Winners, just to get that tier stacking. Oh no.
A summoner has reconnected. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Slain. Shut down. Slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.